For frogs, if you guys are in amphibians, frogs, two frogs I would definitely recommend would be white tree frogs and Pac-Man frogs they're called. That's a slang name too. They're also called horn frog, Argentina horn frogs. They're from Pac-Man frogs are from South America. They prefer humid areas. I mean, that's where they're from, so that's what you need for them. And I mean, type of bedding I would recommend personally myself is Echo Earth. It's really good stuff. It's like a cocoa fiber type of substrate. Keeps in humidity pretty well. You spray it so often. With frogs too, I do a type of UV lighting. It's just one type of UV lighting. You can get them at most pet stores. They're like, I don't know, 20 bucks. They're cheap actually because they only emit certain UV lighting that the frogs, I would recommend that they would need. I mean, they need some sort of light. I mean, they just cave in complete darkness. So I'll give a link for that if you guys are interested more in Pac-Mans too. I have a care sheet that I wrote up if you guys are interested. This is the type of bed I recommend for sure. It's good stuff. White street frogs, they are wicked cool. They're more tolerable to handling than Pac-Mans. Pac-Mans don't like to be handled that much. I mean, most frogs don't. But white street frogs seem to tolerate it a little bit more. You can pick them up. They usually stay in your hand. They're really, really cool. I like them a lot. I mean, this tank right here, it's really gnarly looking. This is dirty. I just got an example out here. I don't give this to my animals. 10-gallon tank for maybe like one, depending on the size with the baby. Most people recommend like 20-gallon aquariums. That's usually probably pretty good. Make sure they're a lot taller though, because they're boreal. And what I mean by a boreal is that they like to climb. So a lot of branches in for whites. They like a water dish, obviously. This right here, $2 you could use. Perfect for them. They can sit in that. It's good stuff. Yeah. Well, this is really nasty. I don't like looking at it, and I'm kind of embarrassed to show it to everyone. Another thing too for humidity. If you guys are rich, I'm not. I got this at a garage sale. This was a Reptile. Zoomed makes it. Keeps humidity in. It's a humidity making machine, obviously. This is about $50. So I mean, you're gonna spend some money. But what I personally recommend, I cob jobbed it myself. It's really redneck, I guess you could say. I bought a humidifier from like Target or Walmart. It's like a regular children's humidifier. It produces like a mist or whatever. I took that, I connected some PVC piping and just connected to an aquarium, and it cost me like total was like 15-20 bucks. That's just what I did. You guys don't have to do it. Go with this if you think this is cool or it's good. Don't get me wrong, this is really nice. I liked it. I got it for cheap at a garage sale, so it's all what your taste is, and it's more aesthetically pleasing than what I have because mine looks pretty like crappy, but I mean it does the job and it keeps the animal satisfied. So yeah, those are two types of frogs I would definitely recommend. For both those type of frogs, their staple diet is crickets. Sometimes people both feed white tree frogs and Pac-Man frogs pinkies, and pinkies are mice that are naked, they're hairless, and that's like a treat, I would say. Don't ever do that as a staple type of diet. A lot of fat in pinky mice, so I mean, do that maybe like once every couple months or something. Not a big thing, but yeah, that's really about all the good beginner pets. I mean, some people see tortoises. I'm a big avid tortoise keeper. If you guys don't know, but yeah, you probably don't. Never really talked about it, but yeah, I love tortoises. They're one of my favorite sweet animals. I've kept them for a long time, like ever since I can ever remember. I've got a lot of experience with them. But people often see them like sulcatas. I don't know if you guys know what sulcata tortoises are. Often see in pet stores for like $100. They're like little babies I offer. They're like really small. When they're at pet stores, I don't recommend them to anyone. I mean, they are intermediate type of animals. They need lots of room. They're kind of costly. I mean, you got to dedicate, like I have a whole area in my house dedicated to them. My whole backyard is dedicated to them in the summertime. So I mean, it's one of those things, you gotta have room, lots of money, I guess, involved, so depends on what you want. I love tortoises. I'm always willing to help anyone that's interested in tortoises too for keeping certain species. I mean, there's certain species that are good. I guess Russian tortoises, that's a big favorite. Very simple, they don't get too big, probably like maybe 8 inches max. You'll see their carapace, and their carapace is their shell. That's how big they get, maybe. They're really small. They're a Mediterranean species, so I mean, they're pretty good. Most people like them for tortoise species. I'd recommend them. But yeah, not sulcatas. Unless you have all the room and you've done research on them, they're a lot more involving than most people think. But yeah, oh, one more thing before I wrap up. I just wanted to say, like with pet stores and stuff, make sure when you want to buy like certain things, look online. I highly recommend that too. I've saved a lot of money doing previously that. Before garage sales. Save money when you can. I mean, I know most people like to go with the fancy stuff because it looks nice in their house, and that's cool. I mean, if you're going to go for that and you have the money, by all means. I personally don't, because if I can save money, I'm going to do it. It does the same job as like a bowl would do, this would, or like just other things too. Like, just if you can save money, go for it. I definitely recommend that. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Make sure you like my videos, keep subscribing to my channel, leave me comments and messages down there. Yeah, and I'm going to make some more tutorials. If you guys are more interested in certain species of reptiles you want me to do, or amphibians, tutorials on how to keep them. Plan on doing some here coming up. It's a surprise. I want to keep it on the DL. So, hit subscribe, like my channel, like my video, send me a couple comments, messages, and game for anything. Oh, another thing I wanted to tell you guys about, this little improvement I made to this man cave, which is really not much. It's still quite embarrassing in here. I got that donated, which was really sweet, by some guy on YouTube, because he thought my man cave was pretty bad, which I have to agree with him. But yeah, it's slowly improving, so I mean, hope you guys like it. And anyways, I'm out for now. Comment, subscribe to my channel, guys. I'll keep coming out with awesome, sweet videos. And that's about it. Thank you.